Very welcome here on a Tuesday morning from Germany, guys. As you know, it's my last days in Germany, just about 2 weeks until, or less even, 10 days until I'm back in Dubai. So I'm looking very much forward to the studio. Some of you don't even know my studio in Dubai, so I'm super excited to show it to you guys. And as always, guys, the stock market is declining for this beginning of the week. Okay, I think that it's something very good for the market, because the last couple of weeks and days were just madness, right? We had so much potential to go high, and some stocks were absolutely overbought, and now we have the very healthy correction of the whole stock market. Yesterday was a pretty negative day, or starting pretty negative, though there was some pretty stocks that shined, like Peloton or Tesla was also positive ahead of battery day. And well, this is some of the topics today. Obviously, we will talk about breaking news as of this morning. Then we will talk about the correction that continues obviously here on this Tuesday morning. We will talk about the battery day. Before the battery day, Elon Musk a little bit tried to make sure to adjust expectations, and then we are talking about the Nikola payday. All right. Before we diving into that, let me have a look into the comment section, because you should let me know two things, okay? First of all, where you are watching from, and comment or if you are now in the live stream, if you're watching later on, put it in the comments. If you're watching right now, make sure to put it into the live stream. And on the other side, let me know, guys, if you have any questions, and I will get to it during the stream. Very important, guys, as well, okay? So we have people here from Belgium, Valencia, Las Vegas, Israel, Ecuador even, Illinois. We have people from Denmark, Eindhoven, Netherlands, Israel, Australia, United Kingdom as well. So as you can see, almost every single continent is available as of this morning. And let's dive into the first topic, okay? Microsoft continues to purchase companies. You know, they tried to purchase, what was the name of the company? TikTok. Okay, I already forgot because there was so much news about this company. So Microsoft continues its spread to extend their portfolio. Bethesda is the next company, a gaming company that they buying with a $7.5 billion deal. You know, and Microsoft, I have to tell you, Microsoft did something very fantastic over the last couple of years. So as you know, they started as a OS company, okay? So it was basically a operation system, which then extended, you know, to all those apps and Microsoft Word, and went then into cloud, and then went into streaming, right? So it did what many companies didn't managed to become a very digitalized company, okay? So they have this Azure, which is like a cloud infrastructure as well. So Microsoft did something very well over the last couple of years, went very digital, went very cloud business-like. So I think that they are a fantastic example how companies can innovate, and that's why, you know, Microsoft is now one of the most valuable company, okay? You can throw a lot of money on Microsoft stock, and you won't be that much disappointed over the performance of them over the last couple of years. So this is very well done by the you know, guys that succeeded after Bill Gates. Okay, and after that, let's have a look into the scandal. Before that, make sure to absolutely smash that like button. This is helping the channel and the live streams. Obviously, as I appreciating this. This means obviously the world to me. And then what would also be fantastic if you just follow me on Instagram, because the content there continues, right? Whatever is important, I'm posting there as well during my or between my videos and live streams. So follow me there as well. And this is very important because this shows that a new scandal is coming up with the suspicious funds that were moved by big banks, and Deutsche Bank. They were in a scandal just a couple of years ago. Now, and on the top of the suspicious transaction among leaked US government files, and here you can see that they facilitated more than half of the $2 trillion suspicious transactions that were flagged to the US government over nearly 2 decades. So this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Obviously very bad for Deutsche Bank. And I'm quite interested how the stock will react further to that. There's this is basically really breaking news. So I'm super excited to see how those banks that are affected will react, because you might know that actually the bank stocks, the big banks, didn't quite recovered from the March lows, right? Not like the S&P 500. So I'm quite interested to see how the banks will further perform. Then we have Mr. Innovation in the flight business. Airbus is announcing concept designs for zero-emission hydrogen-powered airplanes. So similar to Nikola, they are now showing us some very nice concept for hydrogen fuel cell technology airplanes, which is quite interesting, which is the next generation of airplanes, which is fantastic to see that there's big innovation coming into this business. I hope that this can be extended as soon as possible, because I would love to see zero emission flights. I think this is a big topic, because the airplane and air travel industry is just getting bigger. Of course, we have now a pause in the whole industry through this health crisis, but after that, there was basically Airbus and Boeing sold out for years, right? For years they were sold out in terms of building airplanes. So to see that now a revolution into a more green, sustainable area is absolutely great. This is great for our planet. But before we going further, I would like to just have a look if we have some people here. We have people from California, Seattle, Florida, our member Calm Down, thank you very much, Ohio, Hawaii even. And if you are wondering, if you want to become member, same like Calm Down, for example, then check out the join button below all my videos and live streams. You can get access to the Discord channel with the second tier of Real Wolf, or you can get with the Ultimate Wolf, even 101 mentorship with me, so this is highly valuable. Talking about memberships, you have maybe a membership of Netflix. It's not so good as my membership, because this is just costing you time, the time that you can learn more about the market and make some money. Well, this is obviously your decision, but the quality of documentations, documentaries and movies coming out of Netflix is pretty well damn done good, okay? However, I just watched it as well. The Social Dilemma is giving you, and I would really encourage you to watch it. Even I think it's not the best documentary out there. I think it's fantastic to see that you are really seeing the problems of social media, okay? Not only on social media, but the big giants like Google, like Facebook, like Microsoft, whatever company is working in this space. I think they are having the problem that they're getting bigger and the algorithms getting better and basically determining you and trying to keep you on the screen as much as possible. And therefore, you will see which problems they are ahead, and maybe that governments at some point, and this is something that we talked about here on this channel many times, they will need to maybe look into those companies and make them smaller, right? Because they are having so much power over the people. And you know, Facebook introducing those things like currency is obviously, you know, a way ahead into the government space. So I'm quite interested to see if we will see some disruption into this area. You know, also Shahmaz Palihapitiya, who is the chairman of Virgin Galactic, and you know, one of the big investors that I'm following and you know, highly appreciating. He was big VP and director in Facebook and was one of the big guys, and he's also in the documentary very much quoted. He is outspoken very much about how Facebook, for example, need to be broken out by governments because it just gets too powerful. So I think there's some regulatory risk for these companies over the next couple of years. Let's see, definitely something interesting to watch. Again, not the best documentary in my personal opinion. I think the article says it well. It doesn't give much solutions, but it's showing you the problem in a very nice Netflix way. And I think, you know, Netflix is one of the best values that you can get for couple of dollars. You get weekly and monthly brand new movies that are really well done, you know. So you can see just the crazy value that Netflix is providing. It's absolutely insane, you know, and it's understandable why Netflix is such a great stock, right? I mean, look at the huge breakthrough that they did with the DVD business, and then disrupted and innovated the streaming industry. It's absolutely insane. And then, you know, said, you know, what we need to do is really produce our own content, right? Content is king. So they did a really great strategy from the very beginnings until, you know, the very end where they are now. I don't know what's the next step for Netflix to innovate further, but definitely something that we will definitely follow here on this channel. So so yesterday it was where we had the Emmy Awards. And as you know, in times of health crises, we are looking into some digitalized events, and it was a great event. I mean, totally I think live streamed, no audience, so I'm not sure. I just saw, you know, one or two snippets, but I saw Jimmy Kimmel and also Jennifer Aniston, you know, with some good jokes, with some bad jokes on the stage, presenting the Emmy Awards. So something that maybe we should get used to over the next couple of months. Further, the EV market's getting further hyped with this Series D round. Okay, so Chinese electric vehicle startup WM Motors just got another injection of fresh funding of about $1.47 billion in a Series D round. This is usually the fifth or the sixth round, because you have the seed round, right? Then you have the A, B, C, D round. So most probably the fifth round of financing for this company. And, you know, this is a huge amount, which is, you know, absolutely insane, and going into this direction of what we seeing the last couple of years, right? The trend that EV market is going more and more and more bigger, and new companies are coming up. It's same like, when the trend came out with the internal combustion engine, you saw, hundreds of new brands coming out, but just a few will make it in the end. This is very important to understand, right? It's always the same. When the smartphone came out, there was thousands of smartphone brands that came up, right? Then there was the technology of mobile phones first, right? The new mobile phones companies came out. So it's always the same pattern, and it's important to understand this pattern, but definitely something good for the EV market. If some new money coming in, this is, obviously used then to research, branding, marketing, and expansion of sales channels for WM Motors. So let's have a look further. Before diving into Elon Musk, we are seeing stocks further selling off, and we are definitely in a correction territory where some weekly patterns are being technically destroyed. I have this AI helper that I look through it sometimes, which analyzes 3,000 technical factors. I think it's called Alpha One. I shared it yesterday or I will share it with my members in my Discord. That's also saying, some patterns are being destroyed for this week. So we might see a red week, guys. However, we never know when the sell-off is done. So we definitely can expect a few more red days, which again, I think it's positive. Let's have a look if we have already some pre-market data. We definitely have here, the S&P future went very low this morning, but then got almost to neutral. Same with Dow Jones, and the Nasdaq is positive as of this recording right now. But let's have a look if we have some pre-market data already. I think that is it. So let me have a look. Is it? Yeah. Okay. So this is the pre-market data for Tesla, for example, minus 4% going into Big Battery Day. Let's see if this is getting better. Some other stock that we are following here. Let's have a look into space. No pre-market data yet. Peloton, for example. Let's see what's going on with Peloton. Yesterday, almost 6% gain, guys. We talked about it Saturday that this will be a disruption company into the fitness at home space. Let's have a look what Beyond Meat is doing. No pre-market data there. And companies like, for example, Apple. Yesterday, a little gain. Today seems to be positive as well. What about Amazon? Amazon yesterday also a little bit positive, and today seems also to try to knock out the $3,000 mark. So as you can see, it's widely different between those companies here. Some are continuing to go up. Tesla stays very, very Tesla stays very, very volatile, but I think that we should be ready to see some more red as of today, which would be good for the overall, health of some stocks. And Elon Musk just seemed to say a couple of things. But before we diving into that, I would love to see if we have some comments that we need to talk about. So we have people here from Argentina as well. What else? We have people from Timbuktu as well. Then there is Rimars Augustin asking what to expect from Tesla today since seeing Musk tweets about production delays. So I think, what is important today, and again, I will stream live, so I would be super happy if you will join later on to the battery live day with me, because this will be one of the most important days for Tesla in the whole history, guys. Okay, no question about that. I'm super excited, I'm super pumped. I will stream live. It's about 1 p.m. Pacific daytime, or 1:30 p.m. Pacific daytime, which is about 9:30 p.m. London time, or Berlin time at 10 p.m. 30. Okay, so would love to see you then. It will be a little bit late in Asia, but if you are from Asia and cannot sleep because it's very day, then you can obviously join me as well. And also you can watch it tomorrow as well. You can watch it tomorrow. I will give you live commentary on my 2 cents from this day. And let's have a look. First I would like to ask you one more thing. Make sure to subscribe also my second channel, linked into the description or on the main page, as you can see here with the slightly small red arrows where you can click and subscribe to this channel. And it seems that maybe some people said, Alan, do you want to also maybe put the the expectations down a little bit? He wrote, as of yesterday, important note about Tesla Battery Day unveiled tomorrow. This affects long-term production, especially Semi, Cybertruck and Roadster, but what we announce will not reach serious high-volume production until 2022. And as we know, the very, very ambitious guidelines and timelines by Alan, I think we can maybe expect mid or end of 2022. We intend to increase, not reduce, battery cell purchases from Panasonic, LG, CATL, possibly other partners too. However, even with our cell suppliers going at maximum speed, we still foresee significant shortages in 2022 and beyond unless we take action ourselves. The extreme difficulty of scaling production of new technology is not well understood. It's 1000% to 10,000% harder than making a few prototypes. The machine that makes the machine is vastly harder than the machine itself. So as you can see, what he wants to actually say is that, think about it, that it's, first of all, they want to scale the battery business. And this is, super important, because they will create this massively and exponentially growth of sales of vehicles, and obviously this will need a ton and ton of batteries. Same goes for the energy storage business. Okay, then you will see that they not only try to replace partners, but extend, just to have an additional coming in of input and secure, because there will be a huge run on batteries in the next couple of years, because all of these manufacturers, that big car manufacturers, Toyota, VW, all of these companies are needing batteries. So the battery demand will be constrained on just a few of producers. So it's definitely the gray way. And the fourth thing that I take away from this Elon Musk Twitter post is that he, again, and he did it many times, emphasize how hard it is to go from this prototype that he's showing us today to go into production. Okay, so it's always very easy to show a prototype and you say this is the car, and go from this to manufacturing. And if Elon Musk say it's difficult, then believe me, it's very, very difficult. Okay, so this is important to understand from this post, in my personal opinion. And we talked about it yesterday. Nikola founder Trevor Milton is definitely going away with a big paycheck. He may be losing $166 million in stock, but he can keep $3.1 billion under a separation deal. What a pump and dump. I see all of these comments, sometimes, people say, yay, what you're doing, pump and dump in space, or Tesla was the same, guys. But if you want to see the real pump and dump, I think this is a great opportunity. This guy obviously, was very much this big marketing guy for this company, and then, just leaving now. It's unbelievable, guys. But, there is some definitely some great reasons for that, and I respect that, and I think maybe Nikola will do even better. Nikola definitely was inside some very, very difficult things to explain. A very high valuation, so we see now what was due anyway, in my personal opinion. If they agree on separation, there's good reasoning about it, right? And maybe it will be good for the whole company and for the investors if you are in. And make sure to thumb up. I really liked if you not only watch till the end, but also thumbed up at the end. This is highly appreciating for all the work that going into the research, preparation of the streams, and every single day basis, as you know. And also would appreciate if you follow me on Instagram, where the content continues. Don't forget the second channel as well, because the content will start in just a couple of days, literally. I would love to see you there. Have a fantastic Tuesday. Stay healthy, stay safe, and never, try to time the market. Think long term, and don't forget the grass is greener on the other side.